Welcome back, everybody. This is she and I. We and I. I am your host, beloved, and like always, I have my very special host with me,
India Marie.
India Marie and Beloved, the husband and wife duo you didn't know you need, but you got us and we are here to stay. This is the best thing to happen on Tuesday. Well, damn it, since Monday. Give it up for yourself one time. I hope y'all enjoyed the hell out of Labor Day, the long weekend. Long weekends always seem to come to an end slightly too soon.
I don't know. This one felt long.
Nah, it didn't.
This one felt long.
It's coming from a stay-at-home mom, you know what I'm saying? Not your boy. I feel like I just got off work. I feel like today was just Friday. And I'm doing it again.
Here's the thing. Barry always, he does it to himself. He does it to himself.
What you mean?
It's been the weekend, Barry. It's been the weekend.
Before we move on, though, go ahead. Talk about it. She love to start this pod off talking about me. I want to come on here and pick up, but you want to come on and criticize my work ethic. This is what she's about to say.
But I'm saying you can't complain about taking a break when it's a choice to not take a break.
Ain't no
That's
breaks.
all I'm saying. Don't complain
No
about
gas.
not having a break.
Shout out to my boy
when
Josh
it's
Bond.
a choice. If he wanted a break, he could take a break. Ain't
no breaks.
You know, Metro schools, I don't know if Metro schools have always done this, but they got these teacher days in their
service,
schedule
right?
to this. I guess the teachers get 1 day a month.
It's dope,
so it was
too.
tacked on to Labor Day. So, Blake ain't been to school since Thursday.
My boy Blake has been out here pissed. He's so ready to go back to school. I said, man, I want you to keep that energy because one day that's not going to be the same. What age were you when you can vividly remember not wanting to go to school? I don't even know because I know at one point in life we lived to go to school. The homies were there, the girls were there, the action was there. Everything was based around summer came.
I wasn't
and I was
excited
hurt
to go
about
to school.
summer. What?
I wasn't.
Never. You were never excited about going to school.
Nah, I went to Memphis City schools. I started my school. I didn't go to preschool. I started right at kindergarten.
Same.
And I went to Sherwood. I went to Sherwood Elementary in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
In Orange Mound. And the way that grown people from Memphis check, they learned that at a very young age. And our teachers was mean as hell.
She got bullied. Stop right here.
I didn't get bullied. It's just I mean, I had friends, but it wasn't. I didn't hate going to school, but like I said, you got to know how to survive very early on in Memphis City School.
We're not about to make this a school podcast episode, but I do want to talk about something.
I'm very I'm so happy that Blake loves going to school.
Loves it.
I couldn't ask for a better snenario or situation than what we have right now.
It's really amazing.
I'll just say that.
Now, I got to talk about school right now. Actually, I'm going to pause. I'm going to come back. I worked over the weekend, but what she calls working, I call celebrating, right? One of my favorite couples now, Asha and CJ got married. Give it up for them one time.
Congratulations.
Big congrats to Asha and CJ. The wedding was amazing. I'm talking about real traditional colors of black and white. When you see black and white, you know it's about to be a real clean, prestigious good time. But we cut up. We had a damn ball at the reception. I had a ball. And that made me think about something. Your bridal party, the people you pick for your wedding, when it comes to having a good time, they are just as important as your spouse. Because listen, if your bridal party is whack, then your reception is probably not going to be next level. But they had a phenomenal bridal party. Everybody had a good time, and they both looked amazing. Asha's wedding dress was phenomenal. CJ had a phenomenal edge up, and I had a good damn time. And you know what? I want to give it up for them again. I had to say that, and that's why my voice. I know when I have a good time somewhere because the next 2 or 3 days, my voice is always gone. Right now, I've been cracking, going through puberty again.
I was talking to Jafet because I was out a little bit earlier and ran into.
I got Jafet, man.
Jafet, good time, man. Amazing photographer. He's photographed our family numerous times now.
Erica, man. Shout out to Erica,
and
too.
Erica, yeah, I saw their whole family in the store. And Jafet said, man, has Barry thought about just being a wedding, just a wedding DJ? And I was like, I mean, he did say that he preferred weddings, which I also prefer weddings too, because he also DJ a party. And he didn't get home like 2:30 in the morning.
She don't want me outside.
I was not happy about that. So, because I just feel like we're past that phase in our lives. Like, so, but I can do the weddings. Like, if he decides, like, hey, I want to book my weddings, he got a wedding this week.
Got a wedding this week.
That's fine. But he was like, or even just being an MC, like, cause my man was talking on the mic.
I love to talk. My voice is gone because I was talking. But no, it was a good time, man. So I just wanted to shout them out, and man, the vibes were immaculate. Everything seemed to me to be perfect. Like, I didn't see a misstep, a hiccup. Shout out to my guy Derek, aficionado. It was an amazing time, man. So I always want to give thanks and just give recognition to amazing couples that are doing it right. It was funny though. I will say this. I said, it's Asha. I said, y'all going on a honeymoon? My girl looked at me dead in my face and said, we're going back to the house that we pay for. We'll go on a honeymoon later. We pay for our house. It's clean, and we're going back home. And I said, shit, I feel you. The misconceptions about weddings are this. Immediately after the reception is over, everybody thinks that the bride and groom are just about to go back to the room and have this unadulterated sex, this triple X rated, no holds barred, like good time. Really? They just want to go to sleep. They tired.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that our wedding sex is probably some of the worst sex that we've ever had together. Like, man, it was just like, okay, let's just do it because they say that this is what we're supposed to do. We were tired.
Tired. Because your mind is racing all day. You want to make sure everything is perfect. Your family members are happy. The last person or people that you're actually worried about is yourself.
And Baird and I are very clean people. So we're not the couple who's finna come straight from the wedding and just take off my gown and, he takes off his tux and we start having sex. I had to take a shower.
And
we took shower. Like, we was hot. We were sweaty. Like, so we did that. Then we had a little sex and then went on. We were tired.
You missed a step. We ate a pizza. We ordered
they
pizza.
Played us at our wedding. So we had our wedding at the Embassy Suites in Murfreesboro. And, we were sitting at the sweetheart table and we were eating and people would not fucking stop talking to us. So a couple of couples had told us that they ate dinner before they actually went out to the reception. If you're getting married, I 100% agree with that. People would not stop coming up and talk. Like, they wanted to take pictures. They wanted to talk to us. Hungry. So we never really got to eat our food. And then before we knew it, they were calling us to come and cut the cake. Our first dance. Yeah. Or it was something that we had to get up
Take off the garter.
As soon as we got up, they cleared our place. We had no more food. So we were
devastated.
Irritated with that.
To my food?
And so when we got to the room, first thing we did was hit up Pizza Hut.
We say
Pizza Hut, Papa John's.
Pull up. I'm gonna tell you, I'm in room 112. 112. I need you to bring me a large pizza and bring it on the double. They brought it up there too.
And I don't think we had sex until after we ate. We was like we were hungry, tired.
I'm talking about she had a wind gown on, sitting down. I had my tux. The tie got him undone. It was like a music video. We were just sitting there like, woo. We want some pizza. The other pea can wait. Pushing that pea. I want a pea. Pizza.
Yeah, you should definitely just wait and just wake up and have morning sex the next
Yeah,
day.
man.
Because,
And then,
like,
you know,
everybody's getting there
energized.
early. Like, the guy, he probably waking up at the ass crack of dawn to go get his hair cut. And he probably just nervous anyway.
I did.
The bride is getting up, trying to make sure the bridesmaids where they supposed to be. You at your hair appointment, you at your makeup appointment, like, ripping and running. Like, we started that day at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. And our wedding wasn't until like 5 o'clock. We were exhausted.
Hurt, beat up, train wreck. But anyway, I digress, man. So beautiful wedding this weekend. Have another wedding this weekend. And I do enjoy doing weddings. So wedding DJ, I do that for you all day. Like, I'm 100% cool with doing wedding and birthday parties. I'm not doing no clubs though, at all. No. I'm not taking my hobby to the club. No. Like, but the wedding DJs, private parties, corporate events,
Now, granted, he will get home super late from this wedding, but I'm also going to the. But now, I won't be in the space with him that damn long. So I'm gonna have to. I'm coming in my own car because I know I'm gonna be tired. Like, Bear, no, your girl can't make it.
She ready to go.
I'm ready to go. So we're taking separate cars. He gonna DJ the wedding. I'm gonna go
Bro, listen.
to the wedding, but it's not a problem because Grandparents' Day is next Monday at Blake's
Hold
school.
Way to bring it back to school.
Blake's grandmamas. Blake gonna have his grandmamas in the building. So
And great grandma.
Yeah, we gonna have a full house this weekend.
Come on, somebody. Ain't gonna be no cursing up in here.
So
I'm gonna get it out today, shit.
We got Barrett's mama, my mama, and Barrett's grandmama.
Come on, somebody.
All coming through for, because y'all know we don't have family here, but they all coming through for our boy. So he won't be
Special
alone on
kid,
Grandparents' Day.
Now listen, getting back to school. All right, I don't know how I want to phrase this. I don't want to sound crazy. But the teachers now don't look like the teachers from yesteryear. Follow me on this one. Y'all might be thinking I'm talking about attractive and all that. And you know, they are. Definitely that. But my girl, I told her I'm going to shout her out. I told her I was going to talk about it. Miss Stafford wears the best shoes and the best clothes. I've never seen a teacher, dress like she dresses.
Miss Stafford got a different pair of sneakers on with every outfit every day of the week.
Oh, damn. But nice sneakers.
She got a Dunks,
Jordans. I'm talking about whatever you name the one. You name it. She got it. I'm starting. Miss Stafford, what you doing? You got another job you want to talk about? But anyway.
But I think Blake really likes Miss Stafford.
This is
I
good.
don't think there's anybody in his school that he don't like.
Yeah. But the teachers do look a whole lot different. I remember
They absolutely do.
back when I was Blake's age, my kindergarten teacher was named Miss Evans. Still, her name, she's still living. Miss Evans. She wore these pilgrim dresses. I remember like it was yesterday. They got there in 2 buttons, the overall strap, polo up underneath, had the bob bowl haircut. They ain't looking like that no more. They look like this.
It's crazy because you look at the pictures. Like, because my mom bought every class picture that I ever had in grade school. And I look at them teachers like they just came out the gate looking old. Like, they just, like, I don't, but I mean,
Low, like, look
some
low.
of my teachers actually were older. Because I know one of them have like passed out, like,
For sure.
like my first or second grade teacher has passed, but he looks very.
Bro, this is no offense to this lady because I love her to death. To death. Like, to death. I would die for this lady. My mom was a teacher. I'm looking at my mom as a first grade teacher. I'm looking at Miss Stafford, or I'm looking at Lauren. I'm just calling out. I'm looking at Lauren right now. Like, they don't look alike.
Okay, but we're riding the tape though. How did your mama look when you were
all
in
right.
school
I
in
don't
first
know.
grade?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because I've seen some pictures of your mom from back in the day, and
Yeah.
she was fine.
Yeah. Well, look at me.
She had that thick, like his mama had thick hair. It was like that, like, you know how the 70s hairstyles are coming back in style where the girls are wearing the really big voluptuous curls.
I'll find a picture and post it on this episode somewhere.
That's how her hair was. Like, she was fine.
If I remember to post it, I'll post it. I'll post a picture.
But I just remember all my teachers, they just look like the ones that I recall, Look, it was crazy. I don't remember all my teachers. They all of them didn't make that big of an impact. Like in elementary school, it's 3 of them that I remember.
I remember all my teachers from elementary school.
I remember Miss Dotson and Miss Edmondson from Sherwood. I remember Miss Cunningham from campus school. And then it was few from middle school. The middle school teachers had the biggest impact to me.
You know what's funny about all this? I'm going to get to the topic. We got something to talk about. I don't remember having any male teachers up until I got to 7th grade. I didn't have a single male teacher, but beside PE, no child, no PE. Beside that, I didn't have a single male teacher until I got to 7th grade.
I think
now,
my first
once again, men are teachers. My line brother was a principal. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
But it's definitely less men in elementary.
Oh, for sure.
Than like middle and high. But I think my first male teacher was in 7th grade.
Yeah.
As well. Coach Perry, math. Love it, man.
Yeah.
Bless his soul. R.I.P. Coach Perry.
Hey, man, let me get down to business. Because we got something to talk about over the long weekend. We had a good time, and I want to tell y'all what we did.
During the week, we got deep.
Chill.
Let's talk on the podcast.
That's what So over the long weekend, we got to talk about 2 things. All right, let me cue this up real fast. We never did talk about how things went after we had the conversation with Casey. So first of all, I want to talk about that because you had been pushing that thing, talking about, and we need to talk about what happened after we talked to Casey. You want to talk about it?
I didn't say that. I
Well,
wasn't gonna bring it up because I feel like it was nothing to discuss.
We didn't get to do everything because of me partly, but she did hers. Like I need to take her out, right? You know, I need to do that. I tried to do a little something with her one day, but I could tell the vibes weren't all the way right with her. Because sometimes she's just not feeling it. No matter what you do, what you say, she's going to throw up in your face. So I know that. So I'm backing the hell up off. And you know, I could do a better job, right? I need to. However, fast forward to this weekend. We got to spend a little time together. And I thought in my head, I said, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to sit on this couch and just watch TV with her because I know that's what she wants me to do because she said it when Casey was on. Am I right? Is that a rhetorical question? Am I right?
I guess.
So was she. We pulled up a show. Matter of fact, I'm going to back up a little bit more. Saturday when I got home, she was still awake. So I'm like, all right, cool. She in the bed. She said, you want to watch this show with me? And I said, what's that? You want to watch, say the name of the show.
Honk for Jesus.
For Jesus, save your soul. And I said, what? But then I saw Regina Hall. One time for Regina Hall. My favorite actress of all time. I said, yeah, cut it on because I thoroughly enjoy everything Regina Hall does. So we turned it on. I was a little bit tired and falling asleep. Not because it wasn't funny, but because it was late. She fell asleep too. Fast forward, we Sunday comes and we stay up late Sunday and we watch Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. We watch the whole thing. When I tell y'all this shit was the wildest damn movie I've seen.
It was really
in a long
crazy.
time.
It was. I mean, so I saw a couple of people mention it on Instagram,
Alex,
like at the beginning of the weekend, and so I was like, "What is it?" And it was on Peacock, but we didn't have Peacock. And me and Barry decided like we're not paying for another fucking subscription service in this house.
I'm trying to cancel some of these.
Yeah,
man.
but I was like, ugh. I was like, well, I have been wanting to also watch Bel Air as well, and so I went to Peacock's website and they had where you can pay $1.99 a month for a year. So I was like, oh, I can do that.
Got $2.
I was like, $2 is fine.
Got $2.
I was like, run it. So I went ahead and signed up for
24.
Peacock.
I got 24 for you.
And I was like, let me see what this Honk for Jesus. And it said it was a comedy. But boy, when I said it was a dark comedy.
So many talking points came out of this that I wanted to bring it on the podcast. I wanted to come on here and talk about Honk for Jesus, Save a Podcast. I wanted to come on here and talk about it right now because I feel like it was so many things that was just like all over the place. The first thing that I want to talk about was the question at the very end. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen him, I'm going to the very end of the movie right now. At the end of the movie, the question was asked to Regina Hall, Trinity, her character, and Trinity. Her name was Trinity.
I kept sounding like he was saying Trina.
He said Trinity the entire time, like the whole. It made so much sense to me. Trinity. Anyway, ask the question, why don't you just leave? And I want to ask you that. Why is it so difficult? Or is it so difficult to a woman to leave a situation like that where they feel like they just don't have anywhere else to go?
So
why do y'all feel like that?
For her, I don't think it was that she didn't feel like she had anywhere else to go.
So what was it then?
I think that she was just getting something else out of the deal because he was like he was a mega pastor of a mega church. There were some things that she had gotten used to out of the deal. Like, I think that she had gotten used to living a certain way. I think she had gotten used to, like, having a presence and being in front of people. And because she mentioned something about, like, she was ready to get back on stage or whatever. So, I think that piece is why she didn't want to leave. Because we see women stay in relationships all the time for the wrong reasons. Like, you know how women will marry rich men or date rich men, and the man treats them like terrible. But they got their bills paid for. They're getting wine and dine. They're getting the bags. I have known several girls who have gotten like physically abused.
Ooh, that's a different different level there now.
But didn't leave the relationship because of what the guy was providing to them.
Okay.
So, in this particular situation, it's like, why don't you just leave? I think that she wanted the power as much as he did.
See, I didn't even think about it like that. I thought she felt that even if she left, she didn't have any place to go because kind of the same reason. Her face was all over everything. These two built something so big that wherever she went, she was still going to be known for being his wife, right? She was still going to be known for or looked at as the first lady of Wanderers, whatever Believers Church, whatever the church was called.
And you also have to look at traditional, like, old school Christians.
That's my next question.
And how Christian women in the church will stick by a man that they know a man that they know that they probably shouldn't stick by because they think that is the Christian way. Like, you stick by your spouse. Because remember, she had that moment with her mom. And she was like, "Are you like?" And her mom was like, "Are you stupid?" Basically, like, why would you consider leaving him? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is not what God intended to do, right?
The question is though, why do you think women are expected to stay and be committed to their vows after their husband has already broken their vows? Because, like you said, her mom was asking her, or basically implying that you can't leave him. You made a vow to stay with this man through thick and through thin, hell, sickness and death and all of that shit. But the vows had already been broken by him.
I think that when it comes to women in marriage, you know how they say the man is supposed to lead. And so I think that women are made to feel like once they have a man who is supposedly leading them, no matter what they do, like nothing could be put above them. Like at the end of the day, no matter like what they do, they because they made the oath under God that they have to still stand by their husband. Now,
I ain't let nobody leave me off no cliff though. You know what I mean?
Me personally, that ain't how I get down. Because I don't think that God put us here to stay in situations that make us unhappy.
That shit was crazy.
And situations that don't fulfill us. And so if you look at the movie, this woman wasn't getting anything from the relationship.
Other
than like...
Talk about it. 'Cause I'm ready.
Like I said, other than like the power trip that comes along with being a pastor's wife, especially one of a mega church, she was not getting anything from this relationship.
Nothing.
Not even sex.
Oh, we gotta talk about that.
And that's a whole different. So
go ahead, get to
you
it.
talk about reasons for leaving a marriage. She had all the reasons to leave in the marriage. Like she even saw it with her own eyes.
She was hard. She was committed.
Yeah, she was so committed to
the image.
They were actors.
Yeah.
They were actors in their church. Like this is who I am. It's like they didn't have an identity, or she didn't have an identity outside of that.
I tell y'all this. So when it first started, I'm just sitting in there, bitch, just crying, laughing because I didn't even get to the part where they reached the scandal. So when it first started out, like I said, I thought it was a whole comedy. I just went to sleep. I can watch this later on. It's a comedy. I woke up midway through. They talking about a sex scandal. Mind you, I'm asleep. I asked Indy the next day, yeah, that sex scandal? She was like, yeah, I think I went to sleep too. I'm like, well, shit, he out here, mega church. It's going to be some loose women in the church. Come to find out the next day, it was little boys. I said, bro, you out here having sexual intercourse with little boys.
And then even still, even her character, Regina Hall's character, made it seem like, these people didn't do anything that they didn't consent to. They were 18 and over. So, then he went on to say, like, he wasn't a pervert, But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, he was gay. That's all I got to say.
Listen, he was so gay. Go ahead.
And that's why, and it's crazy because that there are women who will stick by their man no matter what.
And it's cool, right? Like if you are going to stand by your man, stand firm. My girl, Trinity, stood firm, stood tall. And that's all you can ask for. If you're going to be 10 toes down, you dig in. She was dug in, but she was not getting dug out.
Yeah, so I think it was just people get so wrapped up in what I guess power or like material things they can gain from a relationship. And I think that that's all it was. She was just gaining material things because like I said, he was gay.
Man,
and I say that to say, like, there are men who are attracted to both men and women. But when it came to him having sex with his wife, his penis got soft. He did not like women. So
how would you feel? How would you feel if you came on to me tonight, you rolled over, put that hot crotch on me, hot crotch it, and they said, come on, give it to me like you used to. Now I'm like, let's go. I'm ready to go. And then all of a sudden,
I mean, that would mess with anybody's ego.
Ego.
Yeah, like, I mean, my mind wouldn't automatically go towards
cheating.
No, well,
which is yes, your mind.
I don't know that because that has happened before when you was taking that medicine.
But we talking about like right now, no medication on this a random night. We sleep and all of a sudden you roll over, you grab that meat and you say, "Hey, I need that shit flame broiled right now. Give it to me."
Honestly, I'm not finna play the guessing game with you. I would hope that we've been in this long enough for you to just be able to tell me like
y'all do my head hurt.
I'm not feeling this tonight,
I'm on my cycle.
Or even like I'm not attracted to you. Like I've seen couples say like
that's
they,
crazy.
They've lost the attraction. Like they're just not attracted to the person they're in a relationship with anymore.
But this should come way before that, though. I think
obviously
that talk.
That's devastating, but not necessarily. What? You've seen couples who get in relationships and they remain stagnant, and they get very comfortable and stop doing the things to keep themselves up.
That's my relationship.
Or there's like a life-changing event that may like put someone into depression and then they stop taking care of themselves, or there's like a health issue, where they stop taking care of themselves, and the person that you were once attracted to, there's not like as strong of an attraction there anymore.
But see, you giving all these reasons behind it. He rolled over. She rolled over. Tried to give him some of the yams, and he couldn't get where he needed to be. He would rather have mouth or booty hole than vagina. I'm just gonna put it out
there.
there.
The movie was really crazy, y'all. Like, it was really
It was the wildest
crazy.
thing I've ever seen. I'm telling you. Like, then, so I read something online. It said it's not based on this, but it was a satire, a mockumentary about the Eddie Long story. So I'm like, okay. The craziest part, another crazy part of the movie, I'm spoiling the whole thing, where he was playing basketball. They were shooting the documentary for them to get back to their prominence. So they have cameras following them around, documenting their every move, right?
He made a pass at the videographer.
On camera.
Yeah, I'm like, what is
His
happening
wife
here?
walked past, sees this happening. He gets mad that his wife stopped it. I'm like, bro, she just saved your ass again. My nigga, like, she stand by you, sticking with you, sticking up for you, and you still out here trying to be. I didn't understand it. What would it take? Or how many times would it take for me to do something that egregious before you walked away?
But you only got once with me. I'm not.
She ain't no
doing
good
that.
Christian woman like Trinity. Come on, man. I need me a Trinity.
Go get one.
You gotta be better.
No, I
Be a
don't.
good Christian. Stand
No, I
by
don't.
your man.
No.
That's all you got? Is no.
No, because like I said, I don't believe that God intended for us to be in relationships that don't fulfill us and
Yeah.
that don't elevate us and where we're not equal, in the marriage.
Now I'm gonna fast forward and jump a little further throughout the movie.
And why do I have to uphold my vows, but you don't?
That's what I say. I don't think that's fair. I never
Like,
thought that was fair.
We both stood up here together, made these vows, agreed that it would just be us two in this relationship. We agreed for better or for worse, or however the vows go. We wrote our own vows.
We did.
So whatever we said that day, I'm not the only one that has to uphold that.
Oh, for sure.
And so that would be my reasoning for not sticking around. And we not even just like with you're comparing this situation to what happened in the movie. That is so far left.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You never gotta worry about that. Like, listen, I'm not even gonna put. You ain't never gotta worry about that. But what I am saying is, would you ever be available for me to come back to if I did something that crazy? Not that at all. You know me, not that at all. But let's say I just had a bunch of dreads laying around, and I'm out here and for somehow it got out to people that I'm just dreading it up. When you couldn't stick around for your boy.
I've already stuck around you enough for I've already done it.
But we weren't married. I was young. I was just young.
But okay, so there you go. If anybody in a relationship got one chance to step out or do anything they shouldn't be doing, he's already used his. It was back in 2012. 2011, sorry. It was in 2011, so he's already used his chance. So as far as in our marriage, it ain't happening for me.
I'm sitting here, y'all don't know if y'all saw my fingers. I'm like, it's messed up, but it's good though. Good to know.
So
Now,
because I've had conversations with women before who said that if my man cheats on me one time, then no, I'm not gonna leave. That's not the worst thing that could happen in this relationship. But my question would be, what if he's a repeated cheater? Because a lot of times it's not like a one-time thing, especially like when you're married and you've been in a relationship for years. A lot of times when you find out they're cheating, they've been cheating.
But in this situation,
Like it ain't like we went on one date or like
Ain't
we
nobody
had like
going-
a one time thing. Like they've been cheating.
breaking news: nobody's going on a date when they're cheating. If you're going on a date and you're married and you're out here just
Yes,
living,
they are. It's an affair.
Yeah, but
People have affairs.
it's different though. I mean, you like that other woman, like you want to be with her. Like you might just want to tell your wife at the time, like, "Hey man, it's over with. I'm over here with mine." That's just what I think. If I'm going on a date, sneaking around town, you know how much stress is putting on my life.
Let me ask
my
you
life
this.
is just
Okay,
yeah.
so if you're not going on at least a date or grabbing drinks or something, how do you meet a girl and it leads to a one night stand?
I'm not
in a
taking her
marriage.
out. Right. You said it. You just said it. I might be at the bar or something like that, and I'm drinking with the homies, or I'm out by myself. I went out to a dinner, sat at the bar. She came, sat beside me. We talked, hit it off real quick. Boom. Take her back, do what I got to do, and I'm back at home.
Okay.
I ain't got to, man, Snoop said that not involved. We don't love these hoes.
So yeah, if there were ever, because the thing is, I have always found out about anything that I needed to know.
All right, we're trying to talk about the movie right now.
If that's the case, then
What we doing?
you just need to not ever come back home.
What we doing here?
You might as well stay there because I'm gonna find out.
Back to the script. Back to the subject at hand.
It's still at the subject at hand. I'm leaving regardless.
All right, it gets deeper than this. Then, after all of the things that were done to Trinity and to what's my man name, Lee Childs Johnson, whatever his name is, all the things that happened, he still asked favor of his wife to go out there and work to get the members to come back to their church. And his grand idea to do this was to have his wife be a sign spinner and a church twerker. Like church women, they don't really twerk. So she was out there doing this. Just jumping up and down, trying to get people to come back into the church. Now, the crazy part about all this, which I'm leading up to now, is how much humiliation are you willing to go through for your marriage?
I'm not willing to be humiliated in my marriage.
Not in your marriage. How much humiliation are you to go through for your marriage to
That's the
to
same
sustain?
thing.
No, it's
While
not.
I'm
to
not.
sustain your
I'm
marriage.
not willing to be humiliated in my marriage.
All right. Okay.
I'm not willing to be humiliated in my marriage.
I understand exactly what she's saying, but because Trinity wanted to keep her man and her marriage, she was willing to do things that she knew she didn't want to do and that she felt like very humiliated by. Which she painted her face as a mime. She was on the side of the road doing praise dances.
And the whole time I was just like, boy, this
Sweating.
is some clown. This is some clown stuff. She
reminded
looked
me
like
of-
a clown.
It
She
reminded me of
was a
Derek
clown.
Jackson too.
Yes. Yes.
Real Derek Jackson
Boo Boo
vibes.
the Fool.
It gave me all the vibes.
Just silly. Just silly.
Now here's another one that came out.
It's
another
the
talking point.
belief that you can't have something better than that. That's the part that gets me.
Okay.
Like, even looking at Derek Jackson's wife, it's the belief that you can't have something better than that. No.
All right, but watch this though. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit more. During the whole movie, I really believed in my heart of hearts that Regina Hall's character she knew that it was over with for the church. She knew that, hey man, no matter how much we try, no matter what we put into this shit, it ain't gonna work. Ain't no coming back from what he's done. But I'm gonna stick by him. When does denial turn to delusion, turn to F it? When does that happen?
I mean, I don't know. I think every woman has their own tolerance level for what you know they'll put up with.
Would you sit there and let me be so in denial that it then became a delusion where I really believe something is going to happen and you know it's not? So how would you bag me off that? How would you talk me out of there? Like, hey,
well,
bro.
because I would be on my way out the door anyway. So in that case, it's like, bruh, no one's coming. Like, do you not realize the magnitude of the things that you've done?
It don't even
Like, at
matter.
this point, why? And that's another thing. Even if we're not talking about something as serious as what he was doing in the movie, why are we not willing to hold our spouses accountable for their mess ups? Like, there's a way to hold your spouse accountable for things with love, I think. You know, it's all about how you relay the material. But I think there's absolutely nothing wrong with you saying, like, hey, you messed up. Like, I don't know how you're going to fix this. And you're going to fix it. But, like, you really messed up.
Now, see, that's a great question. Now, can you push your spouse too far when asking them to fix something that they messed up? Because you be like, hey, you messed up. Now you got to fix it.
Yeah, it's like you're dating a drug dealer and they ask you to take the charge for him.
Oh, ride or die. We talked about that. Ride or die.
I will never be that ride or die.
She ain't with it. She leaving me ASAP. She turning my ass in immediately.
I'm not turning you in.
Shit.
I'm not turning you in. I'm not turning you in,
But you ain't ate in the bed neither.
Absolutely not.
See what I'm saying? She gonna let your boy be out here assed out.
I have way too many family members that have went to prison for me to be the next one to go. Absolutely not. Not for a man.
Come on, man.
No.
What are we saying? What are we saying?
No.
Yeah, so I think he did go way too far when asking her to support him when all he did the entire time was belittle her and humiliate her. He talked about her appearance. He talked about, listen, my girl came with a hat on. Like,
I thought the hat was clean for a
is
church
that you
hat.
gonna wear? I thought it was all right too. What's wrong with the hat? It's a nice church hat. He was firing her ass up the whole time. But the biggest thing, I think my biggest takeaway from this entire film was, this is gonna sound crazy, y'all. We just can't humiliate each other. Like that's why I keep going back to. I'm never going to ask you to do anything that's going to jeopardize your character and your standards. And I'm going to pray never to humiliate you and by asking you to do something that I know there's no integrity in it.
Yeah, and I feel like we should be considerate of the things that we do and how it
Oh shit, talk about something else.
and how it can affect our family.
Yeah.
Like, luckily, this couple in the movie didn't have children.
Yeah.
But now we have children.
He had children. He was banging somebody else's kids.
Yeah, like, I can't do anything to embarrass my family.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no.
It's all about thinking twice at this point. You just gotta think twice, but the shit was so funny. Then last thing I'm gonna say, then I'm gonna get in my relationship.
And I say that like we're telling a story about this movie as if it's not funny, but like I said, it's very dark ass humor.
It's
like
funny.
You got
watch it. Let us know how y'all feel. It was just so many good talking points around marriage and around what you say, what you go. Like, what would you do to save your marriage? No matter what people say, are you gonna stick by your significant other? It was just so many phenomenal talking points. But the funniest shit to me, when he asked Trinity to go and do the praise dances and put the mind makeup on, and she said no at first. My boy said, it's ego talking, edging God out. Man, I like to lost my damn mind. My boy said it's ego talking, edging God out.
And the movie was just so foolish.
Said,
it was just so foolish. Like, I was sitting there watching that movie, like, and then like how it ended, it was crazy.
But let me tell you why it ended like that. I thought about it when I was writing these questions, and I was when I was writing these questions, I thought about it. I think it was Trinity looking off into the abyss saying to herself, I should have left.
I should have left.
Like she saw it. Hindsight and foresight.
Yeah.
Hindsight at that point was 2020. But I felt like she was so committed. She couldn't leave. But at that very moment, she said to herself, what the fuck have I got myself into? I should have dipped.
Yeah.
I should have dipped. I should be over at the other church with everybody else right now. But she couldn't, to your point. She was in too deep. Mm-hmm. Mekhi Phifer, LL Cool J. If you know, you know. Give it up one time, man.
That's what I said. You just can't be sticking by no anything. and that's what it was. That's what it boiled down to. It's like, because they kept making the point that, you know, that the young men he was involved with were over 18, so they were able to, you know, make their own choices. Yeah. But we know that 18-year-olds don't know shit.
And then he coerced them too.
Yeah, because he was buying them stuff.
Bought them big stuff, Camaro, shoes, paying for big stuff.
Yeah, so that I was like, that's what you go like. No. Yeah. We can't stick by that.
Yeah, no. You using our money, the house's money, to go fund your perverted acts and then bring it back home. Then you want me to act like ain't shit happening? Man, it was great movie though. I think it was great. Rotten Tomatoes said it was great. Yeah. Said it was good, whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think y'all need to go see it. Yeah. I would definitely watch it again. Now, I'm going to get in my relationship because I ain't going to hold y'all up real fast.
Now unqualified advice from B-Love and B-Love's relationship.
Oh, man, look if you buck. I ain't know pastors cursed either, for real. I did know that.
No, because the pastor that I went to in Memphis, he did cuss. Like, I heard him cuss several times in the pulpit.
For real? Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all.
I mean, they were like the more PG cuss words.
Okay.
It wasn't like, fuck. It was nothing like that.
If I go to church and the pastor say fuck, I'm going to walk out. I'm going to keep it a I'm like, hey, no, sir. God doesn't want you to use that word. I'm leaving now. Now, you say damn or hell, maybe even the ass. I'm okay with that.
But he was just different in general. Like, he was from Chicago. He, like, had tattoos. He believed in tattoos. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he...
Anyway, my relationship ain't got shit to do with shit today. But I thought about this because she made me think about it. Fellas out there listening up, man. We are getting to the point in our marriages where we sometimes do get too comfortable, like Indy said. And while I was in the shower, I remember, I always do this, but I don't think I've ever told y'all this before. I think she mentioned it, but my relationship is, fellas, when you get out of the shower, either in the morning, night, daytime, spray some cologne on yourself and then go hug your woman. Just let her know the vibes are still. You smell me right now? You don't smell me? Oh, you going nose blind.
No, I don't.
She going nose blind. My vibes are so strong then. She used to them now.
This is not a good tip for a pregnant woman who is having smell aversions.
Oh, aversions.
Because there's a cologne that he has continued to spray that I used to love to smell on him, and
which one is it?
I do not like it.
And see, the thing about it, we come on this podcast. This is my first time hearing about that.
It's not. I've told you before.
Which
you was
one?
Like, well, I'm gonna keep on wearing it.
Which one?
And so obviously you don't care what I think because I don't think it smells good right now.
I've never heard her say this before in my life. Which one?
I have definitely told you that. I don't know whichever one you spray when you get out the shower and get into bed at night. Whichever one that is.
That's the one you bought me.
Oh, I don't know.
See, that's the one she tried to buy me something new. I'm glad it's one of hers. It's the grenade.
That one smells good.
It's the grenade.
The Joe Malone?
No. Hell no. The grenade one.
Oh, the something Victor.
See.
Okay, well, maybe don't wear that one. Just wait till after I have the baby.
But that Chanel blue in the bedroom, it's going to never let you down. Trust and believe, pregnant or not, you spray that on, you getting the twat. Come on, somebody. Give me some.
You gotta say twat.
you ready for yours, man? You got something to say? All right, here we go. Last but not least, make sure you spray some good smelling cologne. Make sure she agrees with it. Here we go.
Let her upgrade you. What would India do?
Oh, WWID. What would India do? Kick it.
I went through my boyfriend's phone, but spare me the whole going through a person's phone speech.
Now I'm about to do it. Yep, okay.
I went through my boyfriend's phone because when we were sitting beside each other, I saw that he had a message that's been muted. So today, when we were sleeping, I went through it and found out that my partner messaged an old love and has said that he misses her and that he can't wait for them to be together again. They live in different countries. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe move out. I still love him, but it's weird now. We've had discussions about exes and he's never mentioned this girl. I don't know what to do.
We know what you gonna say. You so tough. Go ahead and tell her. Why don't you leave then? Come on. See? Go ahead.
It's obviously something that he wanted hidden because I have muted. All of my group messages are muted on my phone because I don't like the notifications coming to my phone.
Yeah. Understood.
Yeah, like we have a group. It's called Bunch of Married Niggas with Children. It's because it's 4 married couples and like 8 children in the group. And they stay on mute. And so it's not because I'm hiding anything from him. It is because I don't like the notifications on my phone. But obviously, she felt like he was hiding something with this message being muted. And she went looking and she found something. That was just her intuition that told her that, he was doing a little something extra, and he was.
Extracurricular.
And so it's really like what you want to do with the information.
There you go. I always say you got it. Now what you gonna do?
Yeah, like what do you want to do with the information?
What you gonna do?
What I think you should do? Yeah, I think you should go.
You know what she gonna say? Don't even ask her. You shouldn't even wrote that question. You know what she gonna say.
My thing is, we've talked about our exes together and you never even mentioned this one, but you really miss her and you can't wait to see her and you're hiding it from me, and we just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh, I said, but they live together though. They live together.
You know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
So
cohabitation.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe you should start, making arrangements.
You start texting somebody. That's what you should start doing. You text your old boyfriend too. So I miss you, babe.
But why? If you don't miss them,
That's
like
what?
No, don't do that. That's crazy. Start making arrangements to find your own place, and exit how you see fit.
That's all you got?
That's all I got. That was simple to me.
I knew some questions y'all shouldn't even ask this one because her answers are gonna be so couldn't I leave? Why don't you just leave? The same question that we began the podcast with. Why don't you just leave? Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, it's not that easy. It's not that black and white. There's an area, a shade of gray.
Let me see, because there was a second part to this.
Why don't you just leave? It's not always the answer. But I know for you it is always the answer. Oh, you didn't even read the whole thing? Now she got to go back and read.
She says, update, I'm leaving for sure.
Oh, okay, well, they must have had sex. Saw them nudes in there. Now you got to go. India.
Then she said, all is well, we've talked. And I told him that it won't work out.
Okay. But why?
Because I saw the messages that were meant for... He was sending messages that were meant for a girlfriend. Like, that's the type of conversation that he was having with this person. And so, yeah.
Hey, you do the right thing, Queen. He don't want to be with you. He want to be with that old. He want that old thing back. That old flame. Light it up. Tell the people where they can find you.
India.Marie on Instagram. That is the only place that I am until March 2023.
She's trying to have this baby right now. Girl, She stressed out, so tired. Her days are so long. You can find me at BLove1911 on all social platforms. Please be sure to follow She and I Podcast on Instagram. Head over to YouTube, subscribe, like, share with a friend on YouTube. She and I Podcast is there too. Leave us a message at sheandipodcast@gmail.com. We love to hear from y'all. Hey, we miss seeing y'all in person for the live show. I want to do another one. I don't think that she will let me do another live show. But I don't know. Maybe we'll try to plan something special, maybe not. But in the meantime, between time, it's been real. It's been fun. I out.